championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a third and about 13. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. At their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now Jones. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. 20. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams, 50 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, say, joker. Hey, watch it.
Gun.
Go get him.
Gun.
Go.
Here we go, bring the end.
Cousins gives way to Cook. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Mike 42.
Gun.
Watch the twist.
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
First down, Minnesota.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. Cook able to escape. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Gun.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
To throw is Cousins. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Mike 50, Mike White.
I'm scared. Hey. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. A bullet throw, but incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Bravo. Gun.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he finds Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Gun.
Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Mike 42.
Lucky 50.
52.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gun.
Check 42's the Mike. Check 42.
Hey, can.
Oh yeah.
Rhino.
Here we go again. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Shift. Check 99.
Hey, Steamer.
Fresno. 6 guys.
A toss to Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
He's checking. Crash.
Gun.
Jam.
Cook. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Rose. Zebra. Gun.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? the better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Gun.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll run with Cook. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Minus 50, minus 50. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
To throw, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
I'm coming after you.
Listen to me.
Coming after you.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Field defense. Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Leave it. Bring up 48.
42. Mike 42. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Third and goal for Cousins. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to find Graham, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Just like that.
Rodgers now to throw. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Mike's 40. All day, punk.
259.
On 3rd and 2, Rodgers flushed out right. He's got Adams on the hookup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
50's the mine. Hey, can. Come on, QB, come on. No. Off. Check nickel. 25, check 25.
Wide.
Tighten up.
Gun.
Tighten up. Switch.
What's that?
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 25-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
All day, every day, any day. Check 26.
Here we go, 48. Pilot, 64, weak.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there, huh? He's coming.
They run it again with Cook. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The hot, ready?
I got you. Check 3.
Gun.
Mike 42. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Gun.
Smalls. No.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Hey, receiver.
42's the mark. Check 42's the mark.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zadarius Smith. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
– 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Patch it. Kill.
Gun.
Switch.
Now Cook. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Check.
Gun.
942. And watch the leg.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Completes it to the fullback hand. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Slam. Big air.
On 1st down, it's Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Hot. Ready. Leave up 48. Gun.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
42 the mic, 42 the mic.
Gun.
Now Cousins. Complete. It's Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Mike 42.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
They try again with Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
right, we're good, we're good. Clack.
Throwing, Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Gun.
Check 43.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Good route here.
Mike 42.
Five.
On second and 7, Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Yellow. Go.
42 the mic.
On third down, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. 42, Mike 42. Ready?
Two.
Back to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Easy. Hey, Wood. Gun.
Mike 42. Hey, watch the screen.
Here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up fourth.
First. Hey, Alpha. Gun.
Fourth down, Cousins. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the shit.
Gun.
Now Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
4 down. You can't block me. You can't.
Hey, Charlie.
Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
Yeah. One up in this magic. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up in it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When up in it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Mike
50, Mike 50. Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
Hey, can't. Through.
Get wide. Switch.
Gun.
If you kill it, motion me out.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay? So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. And on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. They might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side,
sure,
but not necessarily all the time.
They run again on first down. Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Second and 4 at the Packers' 46-yard line.
Jahan,
42's the mic. Here we go. Check. Check 4.
Trying to run out. Gun. We're going. Let's go.
On second down, Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
4-2, Mike 4-2. I got you.
Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Mike 42. Watch the pass.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he's able to find Diggs. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. First down. Here's Cousins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, high 7.
Check Mike 42.
Watch the slants.
From the 29, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Zadarius Smith drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down.
Check 50. Hey, check 24. Shoot.
Hey, receiver. Yellow. Hey, Delta. Gun.
Motion.
From the gun, here's Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
17-yard line.
Go, go, go. Kill, 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 kill. Alert flare, flare, flare.
On first down, it's Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Hey, exit.
Throwing on second and 14, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, echo.
Mike 42, Mike 42. It's our feet.
Gun.
It's our feet.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 21 yards away. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Packers nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Go! At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Vikings 7, Packers nothing.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Hey, let's get this,
Throwing is Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that will be incomplete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. This will be fielded at the 17. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The ball carrier.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch twist. Leave it. Bring up 48. Gun.
Mike 42.
Gun.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At their 40.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First and 10.
Check out.
50-yard line.
Watch the edge.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
He's tight. Hey, check. 3 down.
Hey, wahoo!
4-2, Mike's 4-2.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins, he's going to float this one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers now. Going to throw again. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
6-man. Check curls.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Escaping the pressure right. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jay Sternberger there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Gun. First. Watch the twist. Hey, we're good. What's that?
Cousins on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Johnson was the intended receiver. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26. Yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The left side throw complete to Adams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Running right, Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
2 times. Everyone got 4.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. To throw is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Again, it's Cook. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Good route here. Gone.
On third down, Cousins. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
He's coming. Double up. Double. Here we go. He's coming. Double up. Shift.
On first down, it's Cook. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Stop Mike 42.
Yellow.
Let's go.
Gun.
Mike's 42. Here we go. Let's bring it.
From the 27, Cousins steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Gun.
Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. First.
Here's Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Hey, Zoo.
Blue there.
Gun.
Stop your whining.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Rodgers now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's first and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This complete to Jones.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
50-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll try the right side with Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 15-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll get this out wide to Allison. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now Jones. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
He's checking. Crash.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On second down at 4, Cousins. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. A design run for their wideout. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A gain of 3, second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun!
Cook on the toss left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
Gun!
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Let's get it.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Gun!
To throw, Cousins. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Black. Smooth.
Go.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he finds Cook. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 30 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Bailey got the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
And the pressure gets to him again. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey. 4 down. No. Check.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Hey, Mike's 42.
Following the interception, Cousins dancing to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
What's the curl? 25, check 25, check 25.
Zebra.
Cousins. It's complete to Diggs.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Yo. Bravo.
Mike 42. Here we go. Check, 42's the Mike. Check, 42's the Mike.
Cousins to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
3 down. Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
Hey, seam 6.
Now Cousins on 4th down. This is Johnson. He's got it. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time.
Listen to me.
Get off the field. Let's get off the field.
5. Son.
We got nothing today.
Now Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Here's Cousins. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
42's the Mike.
Hey, receiver.
I'm bringing it. Check it back.
Cousins here to throw. in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Preston Smith able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.